Not yet. We are live. This is the intro. Welcome to the mic check. I know you're used to a video being there, and it will be there on the edition on the update. But today we are here. How we doing, brother? How was your weekend? How you doing?
It was cool. We got a mic check.
This is the mic check right now. Right. Oh, we don't have a mic check. We can take 15 minutes though. We can talk.
I was up here like, I got nothing.
That's the reason cool. It's great. That's the reason it's great, man. You see, I put my 3-stack shirt on today.
Freestyling. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you know, Falcons, and the Bulldogs, bulldogged. So, and the Gators, gatored.
So, 5 points. 5 points. That is my running thing for my whole weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 points. Let me tell you, before we get there, though, I was in New York. Shout out to
Terrence. Congrats on the nuptials, Terrence.
Yeah, my boy Terrence, T. Love, and Skylar got married. I don't know how to feel about New York because I enjoyed the busyness of it, everything, everybody moving around. But I ain't got to ride no more trains nor buses ever again.
Yeah, that's how you move around up north. You didn't really go to DC in college?
Yeah, but it was rare that we were riding the metro. If I was riding, the times that I ride the metro historically has been to and from
one destination.
To the airport or somewhere like that, but not like, hey, yeah, let's not just this be your method of transportation. And you know, I fly into LaGuardia, and then you got to catch the bus to the train station. Then you're on the train station. Then you got to move to the front 4 cars because X, Y, and Z. Then you get off here, you transfer. And like, I'm doing it. Shout out to ChatGPT, kind of coaching me through it once again, holding me down. But it's still like the uncertainty because it's still not very clear. Now, I understand, like, if you live there, how it could get easy. Then you're like, okay, I just do this. But for somebody who does this once every 4 or 5 years, oh, not fantastic at all. Hated it. At least like the MARTA is go here, 7 stops, get off.
Well, that's but yeah, there needs to be a happy medium. MARTA go up, down, left, right. They don't go nowhere else.
Right. I mean, they it's basic, very basic. But then you look at New York and you're like, bro, I don't know up, down, left, right, starting A, bro. I mean, it was okay.
It just reminds me of buses. If you had to test the bus when you were younger, you had to transfer, and you like, I didn't.
Well, how many buses you thought was running in Augusta? Where was they going?
Oh, well, yeah. I keep forgetting because I had to catch the bus when I was in elementary school and middle school. So we had to get on one MARTA bus,
city bus?
Get off. Well, we had the sweet bus, but then when we moved, I still went to school up north, even though we was down south on the south side of town. So I had to catch the MARTA bus, take a train, catch the MARTA bus, get picked up at the MARTA station, and then go home. So it just now I have seen the maps of New York, and to have an L train that means you got to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L.
And that's the one I had to get on. And eventually I was like, you know what?
That's the main one, ain't it? Everybody got to get on the L train.
I don't know. All I know is fuck it. I know the Uber is $25 from here, and I'm tired. And I'm tired of y'all people. Traveling. I saw too much of people that I did not want to see. Homeboy was in the airport in Houston with his feet just out on the floor. Toenails looking like hell. Yeah, no, just sitting there in the corner, just feet out on the floor. And I'm like, do you not remember?
Collins it up.
COVID, it up. Yeah, all of that. Then the lady on the bus, I guess she ain't had no belt, so her whole butt was out. And I'm like, ma'am. And you know how I'm trying not to look at you because clearly this is, you need a moment to collect yourself. And she got, this is so much, ma'am.
And
and it's
it's
not
hot. It's still warm
a
outside, so
and it's not a butt you wanted to see either. It was a butt I was
kind of
on.
cheesy.
I was doing my best to avoid it because there was nothing appealing for me to look at.
What's
I don't care. No,
what's the
nope.
Caribbean instrument called? The marine? Is it the color? Golly, I can't think of it.
I was
The booty
about to
had all
say
the dents in it like that.
the steel drum.
Yeah.
I thought you was talking about the kalimba. My bus driver used to.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. On the inside, if you look at the top of a kalimba, there's little dents that go all around it.
A kalimba is a wooden box that has little prongs on them.
Oh no, not that. No.
You're right.
I'm talking about the steel drum.
And why Mr. Hathaway had us playing the kalimba on the bus is crazy. I grew up in a strange place, to say the least. But traveling was fantastic. Wedding was beautiful. Intimate, cool wedding. Saw the homies, all of that. Always rethink red eye flags. They're only good when you're buying them. Having to be at the airport at 5 a.m. And I'm going to do a little bit better about not leaving so early. Like, I don't ever want to miss a flight. So I'll be there like an hour too early and just will go to sleep.
Atlanta. Yeah.
That's the other part is Atlanta has triggered me into like, oh, you just can't do it. But in reality, yeah, you can. You can surely do it. People who we not sure can do it though is the Vikings are down. They got 6 points.
This is an ugly game.
I don't care about that. You scam Darnold. You let him walk right out your life.
Well, I mean, they lost.
It don't matter. Sometimes you be better together. And with that being said, we're gonna end this brief mic check. We coming back and we're talking about things that are better apart. Y'all remember, like, follow, subscribe. I'm going to tell you this now.
Jail, boy.
I'm going to tell you this a million more times. Fire Billy Napier. We'll be right back.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 198 of the SplashCast Monday Night Raw. I'm your co-host, Reggie.
I'm your co-host, Norwood, and I hate everybody. But our powers combined, we are your HBCU homeboys. I'm being very honest today. I'm keeping it real.
At least I had to wear the hat of something. I ain't even happy with the hat I got on, but they won. At least something. That boy got on a basketball hat.
This is the hat of optimism. None of you motherfuckers got a damn ounce of sense. Not 1 ounce of sense. All y'all want to do is see me be miserable. You want to see people call my phone. You want to see people text me. And this is the thing.
I didn't do it.
I told y'all everything. If y'all go back and listen, which you should, I told y'all how I felt about the Bucs, and I told y'all how I felt about Billy Napier since the very first time I watched him coach a football game. It's been tough for anybody to be more right about a person than me. I ain't never liked him. I don't like his mama. I don't like his daddy. I don't like anything about him. But one thing that I do like is HBCUs.
So y'all know what it is when it comes to HBCU news around the culture. Monday Night Raw, we do HBCU news, we do football, college, and pro. And then we also, when we have basketball, we discuss it. Huh?
I said some of us just stress. That's all we do.
When we have basketball, we will discuss basketball. We are not going to discuss Kawhi yet, just because it's still a whole lot of stuff. Because now they starting to circle back to Jalen Brunson, and now Pablo at this point is on a heater. So we just gonna sit back and watch what comes out of all of this investigation.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, because me and Reggie had a little pre-production discussion about Kawhi Leonard. Number one, Pablo Torre smoked that. Mm-hmm. If you haven't, go read it, listen to him. Then also another great media piece where he talks to Mark Cuban, and that was fantastic.
Yeah.
I want y'all to also, just like in everything, we pay attention to the things around the things. Less than a month ago, Pablo Torre tore the NFL and the NFL's Players Association, and a couple people resigned. Now he didn't cut the NBA ass. There is at least an investigation that must happen. So, and I would say less than 6 weeks, he's created 2 major league investigations
just by following the money. That's all. He didn't do any.
Can we get him to? Can y'all get him the Epstein files?
You can find them. You probably know where they are.
But y'all keep your eyes on Pablo. Y'all keep him lifted up in prayer, because I don't want to see him go missing. I can definitely see him. At the rate that at the clip that he's firing at.
Yeah, he ain't missing.
He gonna be an HBO Max documentary soon and very soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But let's get into this HBCU news around the culture, man. We got some quick hits. We're gonna talk about some of these scores. We're gonna go with the MEAC first.
Yeah, give me one. Bam, there we go. Week 2 football scores, and we're gonna start right out with a surprise.
Told y'all.
Delaware State.
Man, I picked that game.
Upsets University of Albany, and I did not. Congratulations to Deshaun Jackson coming right on out and getting an early upset. Hey. Congratulations.
CAA. Y'all Jackson State beat Hampton, and now Delaware State beat Albany. Hey, CAA. Hey, y'all better get it. Actually, don't get it together. Everybody come back home.
Right. Baby, come back.
But shout out to Deshaun, though, man. I'm happy for him. We won't stay here long. He has a pretty good offense in place. I watched a little bit of that game. They're a fast-moving offense, and they have a mobile quarterback, and they just out-athleticized Albany. It was North football versus somebody that played on the West Coast and learned in the South. So that's what we saw. What else we got? Oh, yeah.
Next
money.
Up. Yeah. But what we do enjoy is watching the Bison get stomped out. They got stomped out by Temple, 7-55.
But they got paid.
Also North Carolina Central versus ODU. That game was 6-54. Also running it up. That's all that happened. Thoughts and prayers to both teams. Congratulations to your pockets. In a surprise, Norfolk State upsets Virginia State 34-31.
Some BS.
Boom, yeah.
No, play. All right. I uploaded sound effects. I finally learned how to use them. I won't do it again. But yeah, Norfolk State did get the win versus Virginia State. I don't have nothing to say about the money games. It is what it is. But Norfolk State and Virginia State fans, including my wife, were not happy. It apparently ended similarly to Texas Southern and Prairie View of last week, where it ended at the end of one of the final plays in the final minute of the game. Went back and forth, but congratulations to Vic, though. Got your first win, dog. Congratulations to Vic and Deshaun.
Early upsets on both. That's always good. Unfortunately, Chennisberry, South Carolina State took a butt whooping from University of South Carolina.
No, they didn't. No, they did not. No, they did not. Go ahead. I'll let you finish, but no, they did not, bro. This score is not indicative of what happened.
10-38. Tell us more, Reg. That's what we hear.
South Carolina State was up 3-0 after the first quarter. South Carolina State was up 3-0 with five minutes to go in the second quarter, and had South Carolina stifled. I think South Carolina had like 4 yards. South Carolina returned the first punt, made it 7-3. They punted. South Carolina State punted again. He acted like it was not a fair catch, but like get away. And then he went in and picked up the ball on the second punt and like spun out of it. He did something amazing. It was amazing. And then he ran, and that's how they got their 17 points in the first half. The offense did absolutely nothing against South Carolina State defense. Nothing. Now, when you talk about those other games of the second half, that's when depth comes in. They just started rotating everybody on defense.
I can't lie, South Carolina. After you look at the box score, because once again, I was at the wedding, didn't see any of this.
128 yards, bro.
Yeah, Lenore Sellers, 128 yards through the air. And then South Carolina had 9 people run the ball, but your largest runner had 30 yards.
Dog, South Carolina State was whooping their ass.
Wait. Hold on. South Carolina State had more passing yards than University of South Carolina?
Yes. I'm telling you, dog, that score, that second and third quarter, them punt returns and all of that, that was, I ain't gonna say it was BS because it was great plays, but that ain't indicative, dog. Go back and look at that game. South Carolina State whooped their ass. On defense, whoop their ass, bro. Whoop their ass. Now the offense, hey, it is what it is. But defense,
you still have more passing yards. And if you look at both of both of the QBs look like 8 of 14, 10 of 14. Lenore Sellers 11 of 19. He gonna be drafted in the first round.
I'm telling you. Also, Orangeburg, because I'm looking up the word. I'm looking up trending topic of Chennis.
2 punt return.
Y'all, Chennis, just do. This is what I ask of you, Chennis, and we can move on because I didn't really want to stay here that long. But this is what I'm gonna ask you, Chennis. When you leave, because they're gonna come get you. Everybody talked about this. They showed when they showed college football highlights, they were talking about South Carolina State and how they was whooping up on South Carolina. Just please leave one of your staff people, quarterbacks, coach, defense, somebody there to keep it going. We believe in South Carolina State because they don't they don't change coaches often. So we believe they're gonna keep it going, but Chennis ain't about to be in Orangeburg long. Hell no.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is 2 punt return touchdowns is, and it's only so much you can do. That punt team is just going to be infinitely better.
Yeah, I mean, they put in. I'm telling you, they put in the starters on the second one. They had them nervous. South Carolina look human.
Next up, Morgan made it difficult on Towson, which is impressive. I will say, man, the MEAC seems to be getting closer to the CAA, considering all the benefits and money that they have. It doesn't seem that far off at all.
Morgan played up to what to all of the preseason. Again, ESPN Plus. Shout out to all them for all that preseason stuff. I mean, Towson, they were struggling now. They did put up 27, but I mean, Morgan played, and I expect for the CAA to take a major step back if these other schools. There's no if the MEAC
and they're supposed to lose one of the top schools, or did they lose them already?
Who? Like I think they lost Delaware, didn't they?
Yes, that's who I'm thinking about. Yes, that's what I'm thinking is I think they lost Delaware. Yeah, a lot of these schools now. I mean, I still think that, especially like you got Villanova, who's just a basketball school with a ton of money, but the rest of these schools not really. I mean, William and Mary probably a little bit better, but it ain't that far off, and definitely we ain't the worst either. Let me be very clear and say that. A&T Northampton, the worst team in the CAA.
Yeah, it's Albany. Come back home, man. That's what I'm gonna say. If it's gonna be
or Maine.
Or Maine. I mean, it's Maine. But if it's gonna be close, there's no reason for you with the star power that's in the MEAC now in coaching, you have a chance to make a lot of money and save by just playing
the money. That's the difference. Is that the conference contribution, even with more teams, is just probably massive. With that being said, let's switch gears.
MEAC, the day was long and weary for me and us in the SWAC.
Oh, did not see that. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Number 1, Cal stomps out Texas Southern. Right. Next up, Southern Miss versus Jackson State. Honestly,
stop right there, you racist. Terrible, trifling Southern Miss fans that said all that stuff about Jackson State, and y'all gonna kick the shit out of y'all. Should be ashamed of yourself. Jackson State, I'm telling all y'all trash. I don't got no analysis. Jackson State is a better football team than y'all. Y'all just have money and y'all steal and y'all cheat the poor. That's all it is. That's the only reason. And then karma come to be it for y'all. We gonna go say I ain't gonna say no names, but karma come for you. Jackson State put up a fight, and Jackson State was not the worst team. Shout out to Coach Huff. We do love you. So I ain't gonna say all that. I'm talking about the fans.
Let me get a couple things off my chest. Number one, I read the little note or diatribe that y'all put out that I guess you thought, well, as a person who's familiar with just enough of you people to know, everything on that list y'all talked about y'all liked. Everything on that list, I've seen you do it. I've seen it with my own eyes. So you are
the people that you hate. Man. Just because you talking about Black and Miles and y'all smoke meth. What you talking about? Tobacco versus meth. We see meth mouth. Meth mouth don't come from us.
Man. And I've never, what's the first thing that goes in the truck? Speakers. Every time y'all act like we is unfamiliar, like we ain't never seen y'all before. And that's the best part about it is y'all talk all this shit, and let's be real here. You're just being really racist. Your coach went to an HBCU, boy.
Yep.
The coach, the leader of your team, went to my black ass institution.
Yeah, I'm reading this crap now. I ain't even gonna read it because I'm gonna get mad. Shout out to Jackson State. That's the reason go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You spewed hate, but you led by a coach from my historically black college and university. So, hope you sit there by his office.
Yeah.
Next up, I'll let you handle this.
Bruh, I ain't never seen. I guess a backup quarterback is the backup quarterback for a reason. Because Southern quarterback got knocked unconscious, and last week, and he was on the sideline full of had glasses on, towel over his head. It was rough. And Alabama State played Southern and beat them by 1 billion points, 30-7. It actually was a defensive struggle in the first half. Nobody did anything. And then Andrew Body came out threw 2 touchdown passes. And that was that. In the second quarter. In the third quarter. They had a big third quarter. And that was that, man. Southern had to figure it out. They had so many drops. They just weren't catching the ball at all.
How you feeling?
It is what it is. I think I said Southern will win, but I told y'all about Alabama State. That's the good thing about having a podcast is that I told y'all about this before it started. I said they're the second best team in the SWAC East, and y'all told me, all y'all keep telling me like I be drink. Well, I guess we do drink and bet beer, so I understand it. Y'all said I was drunk, and I was like, bro, have y'all seen them play? Have y'all seen their roster?
There is a difference in imbibing and being intoxicated. Message, learn it fast. Next up,
you're good, man.
Go ahead,
next up, we go ahead.
Alcorn State versus Alabama A&M. Surprisingly, Alabama A&M pulls it out versus the Braves.
Nah, ain't surprising. Alabama A&M got it. Both of them schools. That's gonna be a fun classic when they play because they're both good. They're both really good. Alabama State is a defensive-oriented team, and Alabama A&M can, as you can see, can put points on the board. So it's gonna be fun. Brown has 260 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, that was that. I think he had 500 total yards or something like that. He accounted for 3 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns.
Jesus.
The quarterback.
Cookman, y'all got stomped out by the Hurricanes. Hurricanes already feeling away after yeah, all of the above. They feeling away already, and y'all's at the wrong place at the wrong time, grambling. Now I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like, and I did not cut the video because it was embarrassing to me. I don't care what their record is, what your record is, where their school is, where your school is. To admit defeat before the game was disappointing to me. I played on enough football teams, and I played enough football games. Sometimes you know before you leave the house that morning, you're going to get your ass cut. But what you never actually say out loud is we're going here to lose. That was disappointing.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I don't want to hear that from my coach.
Not from the coach. Southern's band director at the time when we went and played Georgia said, like, we know why y'all coming to the game. I mean, but that was the band director. Yeah, for the coach to say we going up there and we just going, that's a bad analogy. I ain't gonna say that, but that's just like sending them out there to get slaughtered, like, which they did. But you got to try to instill some confidence. At least say,
and it's still the game of football. You think it's gonna go one way, and any number of things could happen. When the coach say, and I think that's why you have the worst score here. Now, you did play the best team, possibly the best team in the country, but you did your team no favors, and it was cringeworthy for me. I didn't when I watched it, I wanted to be like, excuse me. But we ain't gonna belabor the point. We're gonna move right on. The Willie Simmons Bowl, FAMU Bowl, whatever you want to call it. FAMU loses to Florida Atlantic 14-56. Get your check. Next up, Mississippi State versus Tarleton. I don't know who Tarleton is. I don't know if y'all owe Tarleton and the Carleton money, but y'all might need to get with them and stay away from them because
they upset Army last week.
Hey, and y'all should be upset at losing 59-3.
They're in the
they in their ass. That's where they are. Both feet.
They play like West Georgia and like North Alabama, Austin P. That's who they play.
All well and good. Well and good.
Tennessee, Chattanooga, Southern Utah.
All of that. Next up, University of Texas Rio Grande versus Prairie View. They won 27-21. Of course, we're gonna continue to watch your boy Tremaine Jackson, coach at Prairie View. I don't know if this is a money game, but from the stats I saw, oh my God.
I assume that they're in the South. Yeah, they're in the Southland Conference. Yeah, it's a money game. They play like McNeese State, Nichols, Incarnate Word. That's yeah. Because Southern plays McNeese State. McNeese State always beat the crap out of everybody.
You can't barely get no stats on the University. Quarterback went 19-31, 263 yards. Hey, Prairie View, y'all gotta figure out this quarterback situation. 8-16 for 64 yards, 6-10 for 48 yards.
Guess that border wasn't Portland on the QB position.
Portal. Now I will say the Rockwell kid had 7 receptions for 98 yards. He was cooking. Everybody else just watching and sticking around. I mean, that's really it. And then we move on to Prairie View versus who is that?
That's who you said. UT. That's who we just talked about. That's not
no.
That's Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yes,
Central Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas got too many schools. Yeah, Pine Bluff. Thoughts and prayers, brother. Y'all know what it is. One more highlight right here. Instant impact. Quincy Ivory has balled out for the last 2 weeks in a row. Last week, 8 tackles, 3 TFLs, 2 sacks, and he comes back this week versus Southern Miss and has 10 tackles, 1 TFL, and a sack. Solid performance. You keep this up,
player of the year.
You'll get an invite to a combine or 2.
Yep.
Well, this is for me the last part of the pod that's fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the HBCU segment of episode 198 of the SplashCast live. We're gonna take a quick second, and we'll be right back for our NCAA and NF. I guess we'll do NCAA. Take a break.
I'm gonna go to try to smoke some crack,
or you go Gainesville get some meth.
Might come back with that new MAC. We call it meth and crack at the same time.
Yes, sir. We'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned.
Boy, this is sad. Jesus. Don't laugh. We are back now, and we are here for football. This is a very sad time, and luckily Reggie is still on mute, so I don't have to hear whatever he said. There's probably rude and I saw you skating and grinning over there.
Just your return back from the break is so depressing.
You're over there grinning, back, lady. That's our cat. That's what you're over there doing.
Welcome back. Ooh, the bottle.
Ain't no welcome.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
No welcome. I hate everybody. I hate everybody.
All the people that Norwood hates. Welcome back. We are here for football.
I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I feel like Kendrick. Oh, I hate Billy Napier. So we're gonna get right to it.
This Number is the one. Football. Say, hold on, let me introduce us.
I don't introduce shit.
That boy is ready to go. We talk about college football. We are now going to do the SEC update. The first update, of course, is Upset City. Upset City. Some say that I have jinxed the Gators because I said that would be great for this to happen. As I said it on Saturday Morning Live.
This is great for everybody, if you ask me.
The Gators lose 18-16 to South Florida. And just kind of got bullied. I mean, they got bullied. I watched the game. South Florida just wanted it more.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I mean, this is what it is. Went to Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, commenced to putting foot in butt. Disappointing to say the least. I guess not disappointing. As y'all probably know or don't know, I want Billy Napier fired. And I've wanted Billy Napier fired basically since he got this job. Ain't a day that went by that I've been happy for Billy other than when he has procured DJ Lagway. And even in that, I'm only happy because DJ Lagway is our quarterback. But that don't mean anything when you got a guy who don't know how to coach.
That boy brought the stats.
For y'all who are listening, when Florida got the ball 2 minutes and 52 seconds, they had a 1-point lead, almost 85% win probability, unless you the fucking Gators. Ball in the backfield, supposedly a top-tier offensive line. Billy Napier decided to throw the ball twice because he's an idiot and only ran 27 seconds off the clock, letting University of South Florida keep the timeout, and they lost.
I texted you. You were at the meeting. You were at the wedding, so I didn't text you. I put it in. I'm trying to find the message. I text y'all. I said, hey, why did he throw the ball there? And we were like, what? And then he threw it again. I said, hey, you know that you know they only had like one timeout left. I was like, they only had like 1 or 2 timeouts.
That's what happens when you have a coach who's remedial. He ain't got no good sense. He don't know what the hell he doing. So what does he do? He finds a way to make mistakes at every turn. That's what he specializes in doing. It's like whatever the stupidest thing I can do, that's what I'm gonna do. It's like watching for me. It's the same reason I stopped watching Power, because everybody makes the dumbest decision that they can make. And in this case, it's my head coach. It's like, oh, what's the dumbest thing I could do here? Oh, I'm not gonna run. Don't you say, oh my God. All you do is trigger me. And on one hand, you get so frustrated because you see the stupidity happen over and over again. But I can't lie, deep in my soul, I'm happy because it gets us closer to him getting the hell away from my damn team. So while I am frustrated that I had to watch it, and everybody calls me and, oh, y'all lost to South Florida. Y'all know I don't care. Y'all know I don't care. What matters is me getting the fuck away from Billy Napier. I hate him. I hate everything about his coaching style. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Reggie. Matter of fact, hold on. I got a little candle here for the vigil of the Florida Gators. And I hope that once this candle goes out, Billy goes the hell out with it. Rest in peace. I'm done.
All right. Now that you got that off your chest.
I didn't. It's still there.
What I didn't understand was, Billy is still owed $22 million. And if you buy him out, you have to pay him $19.38 million.
Pay him. That ain't no money. No money. You know what our operating budget is?
There's no offset mitigation clause. If Napier finds another job, Florida still owes him the full amount.
Pay him. We just won a basketball championship. We got the money. We just won another champ. We got multiple championships. Pay him the money. Get him away. They had recruits talking. They had Florida recruits talking to USF players after the game. Don't trick yourself off. Billy sucks. Billy has always sucked. He always gonna suck. You should not stay and be a part of the failure and the shortcomings.
Jeez. I mean, this team on offense, Lagway completed, he had 6.7 yards a pass. What I didn't understand on fourth down, I'm sorry, on throwing the ball, Jaden Ball was 7 yards away from 100 yards. And you decided to throw the ball. And Jaden Ball is for real. I don't know who he is. He's like a 6'2" running back. He was running all over people. He's a grind them out type of runner. And we've
had running back after running back after running back. We have turned into so much of Georgia that we stink, and then our players go to the pros and become good. I hate, oh my God. The one thing that I used to always say, you know what the best part about Georgia players is? They get better afterwards. Our players, they used to be good in college and be maybe okay in the pros. Now, they just running away from Billy. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave here. Anthony Richardson said, "It can't get this ain't it." He don't have no experience, but he like, I can't do this no more.
I got enough to know that this ain't it.
Right.
Yeah, man. So they lost. It is what it is. And I said, also, before we move on, let me address all y'all Florida fans who jumped in the comments saying I was drunk. You saw the post. You gotta go on TikTok. You saw the reel when I was like, I don't know what Billy's doing. It seems like on defense, and y'all defense didn't play bad. I said it seems like on defense, he's not really focusing his efforts where he needs to in recruiting. And he's getting all the players on offense. And honestly, Georgia's kind of in the same boat, except for we recruit defense or we recruit defense better. And at that point, y'all was telling me I was crazy. Y'all was telling me I didn't know what I was talking about. The Gators gonna win. They're gonna be da-da-da-da-da-da. I said, hey, South Florida beat Boise 34-7. I don't care.
You took my next talking point.
Go ahead.
This team ain't bad now. He ain't bad. Hey, and I can tell you who we ain't. We ain't Boise. Boise got stomped out. We lost in the last at the end. Boise was never in it. Now, Miami, let me tell you this.
I was about to say, that's my next point. That's game of the week.
Hey, govern yourself accordingly.
Let me tell you, yeah. I would love for South Florida to be the state champs. That would because if Florida State don't make it to the playoff, they're gonna make them play in a bowl game or in the playoff. You never know.
Yeah, and the thing, you know what the crazy part about it is? They have a pretty good chance of being if they could beat Miami or keep it close, they'll run the table. I don't know how you would be able to keep them out because they would have beat 2 ranked teams. If you keep it close with Miami, then everything else is, thoughts and prayers of South Carolina State, Charlotte, North Texas, Florida Atlantic, Memphis, UTSA, Navy, University of Alabama, Birmingham, and Rice. So,
yeah, I'm looking at the schedule too. It's manageable.
As long as you don't trick it off.
You can't get throttled by Miami. You just can't get throttled. If you stay in it, and I'm telling you, Miami won the first 2 weeks, but Carson Beck looked Carson Beckish. He was throwing it in the triple coverage.
Boy, y'all paid $10 million for a bunch of but not, who am I to judge anybody and look ghetto program we got? But moving on because I want to hear how how you feel about this.
I don't. I don't feel nothing. I wanted to blame this. I have the same feelings I have about the Falcons. My initial frustration was Bobo. I was upset at Mike Bobo. But if you go back and look at that game, one Gunnar Stockton,
not F-150, not
ain't
3 cows and 2 pigs. Gunnar Stockton, not my granddaddy was a gunner in World War I and World War II.
I can't be mad at Bobo because he had folks open. He had folks open, and Gunner was
that's why they named him Gunner, because his granddaddy was a gunner in the war.
If it wasn't the first read, he was running. And Austin P it looked like Kirk Cousins versus the Steelers. They just didn't move. They just hiked the ball. It was like, all right. And then Georgia offensive line, hey, Sam Pittman, I need you to be terrible this year so you can get fired. So then you can come back to Georgia and coach the offensive line. Because Stacey Searles ain't it. These guys couldn't. We rushed the ball for 190 yards, but that was between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. That's 30 yards, 25 yards a person, 20 yards a person, 25 yards a person. So our longest run was 23 yards. After that, I mean, we averaged, it was just bad. Ryan Puglisi, who is our backup, is a better quarterback than Gunnar Stockton to me. He's 6'3". He can throw the ball further.
Not trying to be funny. When was the last time y'all had a good quarterback? Like a good quarterback?
Matt Stafford. Like to make it to the pros?
No. You got to put AJ McCarron in there. I'm the only person who liked
AJ. Went to Alabama.
I mean, not AJ McCarron. What's the other dude? Miscellaneous, that look like
Stetson Bennett?
No. Not AJ McCarron, but AJ McCarron. He was after Matt Stafford.
Got hurt. Stetson took his spot.
No, not Goggles.
Oh, you talking about the number one quarterback guy?
Yeah.
Fire Billy Napier. I know you're talking about JT Daniels was one.
Aaron Murray. Was that
Aaron Murray? None of them were they were good college quarterbacks. None of them were gonna make it to the pros. We had JT Daniels.
Hold on, let me look. JT Daniels, trash. DeJuan Mathis. Who?
Yeah, he transferred. They started him because
no, it's Aaron Murray. He is the SEC passing yards leader, or at least was him.
Yeah, he was good. He lost in the SEC championship game to Alabama on that tip pass to end the game.
So yeah, he's the last good quarterback y'all have had. So it's been.
Stetson was decent. I don't think you'll ever get a 4-year quarterback. Also, Aaron Murray played 4 years, I believe. I don't think you'll ever get a 4-year quarterback again. 4-year quarterbacks are things of the past.
Right.
Whatever record them is up there now.
You got to play 2 years somewhere else. Will you get him for 4 years? Hell no, he'd be 40 by the time.
All them SEC records y'all have now are about to stand for quarterbacks. Them career records is over with. Nobody gonna get them. But otherwise, man, look, I'm scared for Georgia because we don't look good. We can't run the ball, and Tennessee put up 255 billion points. And
excuse me. My name is Misery, and I sure like some company.
It's on the way. I can tell you, it's on the way. So I mean, we beat AP. Our defense. I ain't gonna lie. Our defense looks good. Our offense looks booty butt cheese. Let's move on. What are we talking about? Mississippi State. Mississippi State upsets number 12 Arizona State on a late touchdown where this game was back and forth. And shout out to folks in the comments. Yes, we were talking trash about Tennessee because we didn't know anything about Aguilar. UCLA went 4 and whatever last year, and they're gonna go 4 and whatever again. But anyway, back to Mississippi State.
Be lucky they get 4 wins.
Mississippi State 24-20. Hey, y'all was talking trash about the SEC. I mean, we didn't, other than Florida and of course Ohio State being Texas, all these interleague games have gone pretty much as I thought they would, except for this one. I thought Arizona State was going to beat Mississippi State.
Me too.
They did it.
Quarterback did not.
Shaping for Mississippi State, 19 of 33, 275 yards, 79 yards, and 3 touchdowns. They was cooking at home, bro. They may have something back there. Or Arizona State is fraudulent.
They do the same thing every time. They play a bunch of good games and they trick it off. Then after that, they just piss the season away.
Yeah, it's more Arizona State is fraudulent than Mississippi State is good.
No, I think that see, this is the part about the SEC that frustrates me is you have a team like Mississippi State who is not a bad team, but just cannot show up to work every day. So they'll play good against some good teams, then they'll play down to the worst team, and then that justifies everybody saying this team sucks. Then you be like, wait, no, this team is not Rutgers. That's what they're not. They're not Northwestern. They're not any of those things. And that is my biggest, I mean.
Arizona State is some frauds. Shout out to the chat.
And then speaking of frauds, back out.
I picked Oklahoma to win this game.
And let me be very clear. I think everybody here is a fraud.
I picked Oklahoma to win this game because it was the freshman's first start on the road. And I didn't think for Michigan, I didn't think they had enough, even though they had a good game in the first week when they played the New Mexico Lobos or whoever they played. But again, Venables is that guy to be able to stop off. He's supposed to be able to stop offenses. And if you don't have a dynamic passing game or a dynamic running game, one or the other, it's difficult to beat Venables.
Now, one thing Michigan is cheaters. I don't know how to name them a name like I call the Houston Asterix, but you cheat. You cheat.
The cheaterines.
But we're going to come up with it. Don't worry about it. But we're going to figure it out. But they cheat.
Yeah, but this is a thorough ass whooping too. Oklahoma dominated them from the beginning to the end.
Where is Connor Stallions? Anybody know where he is?
Yeah, high school coach. Well, he was. I think he got beat 70-7. Didn't we do that last year? He was the comp.
Bring him back. Next up. Mizzou over Kansas. And
I didn't think this was an upset. They were both unranked.
I thought that Kansas was going to actually going to win this game, and somehow Mizzou pulled it off. When Florida gonna make the SEC look stupid, thank you for Mizzou for doing your part. Congratulations on another win.
Oh, they tried to trick it off now. 21-0. When I turned the TV off, I said, "Yeah, we're not watching this one."
And I will say that's one thing you forget about in football season. People will trick any damn thing off,
especially college.
No, we're gonna close the show with the big trick. Trick, baby. Trick. That's the only thing that brings me a little bit of solace. Me and my little 5 points. Cumulatively, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I ain't experienced the heartbreak of the Ravens. Quote the Raven, never more.
More upsets. ACC.
Hold on. Bam, right here. SMU, you spent all that money. Spent that $100,000 trillion. Y'all ran it up in the ACC. You lost to Baylor.
It wasn't a surprise, though. We said in the preview, go back and watch the ACC preview. We literally said, hey, SMU is going to have some positive regression. Because they're going to have some negative regression because there's a positive regression when you regress because you're good. Positive regression. Because y'all are, you can't, like you said, you can't sneak up on anybody anymore. And at the end of the day, if you don't have any defense, you can be had on any day. And obviously, if Baylor scored 48 points on y'all, the defense was not there. So the 17 ranking was fraudulent, as you can see.
The other part is if I go to the ATM and pull out all my money don't have any money left. Y'all spent all y'all money last year. Unless you can go raise that money again, it's going to be tough. Y'all have to find a way to build a sustainable program. It's only one loss. I don't even know if y'all should. I mean, I think Baylor's probably like bottom 25 team. So this isn't a terrible loss. But your room for error.
In the ACT, this is a bad one. I don't expect Baylor to do well.
No, I mean, I think they'll be okay. But what I'm saying is for SMU, your opportunity for the success that you need for the amount that you paid is infinitely smaller than it was before Saturday. Yeah. You could probably still have a successful season, but you ain't got too many more of these left. You ain't got these.
And I always like looking at the box score of these games. How the hell you go first quarter 10 points, second quarter 14 points, fourth quarter 14 points, but you came out of the locker room and scored 0 points in the third quarter? What adjustments did you make? Or I guess none. I guess none.
You want to talk about adjustments and you want to talk about money. How about Oklahoma State? You adjust to that Dan Lanning old school ass kicking. That boy said, y'all don't spend money, so y'all could blame that on your losses. Commits to beating you by 66 points. And I'm going to tell you, they tried to score again. When I saw it, it was 75-3. I don't know what they did to take that touchdown back, but Dan Lanning wasn't playing with you.
Somebody tapped him on the shoulder again because it was 69 to nothing. It was 69-3 at the end of the third quarter.
Dan Lanning was going to put up 100 points on y'all.
He was going to try to score another 4 touchdowns on you, but then somebody, just like he did against Colorado when he scored 35 in the first or whatever he did, somebody tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey, you messing up the money.
I'm going to tell y'all one thing, and it's because I have these petty undertones myself. But angry Dan Lanning is not to be trifled with. Let me tell you that. He will try to embarrass you in front of your family. He don't care if your mother is there, your grandmother, your great-grandma could be there, your old lady gonna be there. Dan Lanning has came to kick your ass. If you had anything to say, and ass kicking, he did.
Yeah, he whooped y'all. Oh, they got Jace McClellan?
Hey, Mike Gundy.
Lord. Mike Gundy, he cruising on the retirement. He chilling. They ain't never gonna fire him. He don't ever. They gonna go 2 and whatever. He gonna still have a job.
Hey, I don't care about none of that. You have to learn to
STFU.
I was just finna say it. Just finna say it. Brother. You got to shut up. And I mean that from your own team. Hey man, you're gonna get us beat up. This team did not deserve this butt kicking. I don't think they wanted it, but Oregon came to prove a point. Had you not talked crazy, do y'all lose? Absolutely. Do you lose like this? No. The only thing that you should do is when you go to church on Sunday, thank the Lord for grace and mercy.
Did they even punt? I guess they punted in the fourth quarter.
They punted them.
69-3 is crazy.
Bro, I kept looking at that like, bro, is he gonna score 100 points?
I thought he was, because it was 69-3 at the end of the third quarter, dog. I was like, bro, they've scored on 4 straight possessions, 4 touchdowns.
Hey, y'all gotta fight somebody, bite them, kick them.
Why? Obviously it's not gonna work. They bigger than you. They faster than you. They stronger than you.
Hey, let me tell you, as we saw your boy Jalen Carter do it, that idiot from Florida did it, spit on somebody, get kicked out of the game.
I meant to bring that up. That's why y'all lost, really.
I mean, that ain't why we lost. We lost because our coach sucks.
I mean, that too.
All right.
Iowa State beats Iowa. Yeah, I called this one. Iowa, I'm telling y'all, if that coach wants to leave, he's out of there too, because he don't really need to stay.
This is a tricky situation, though, because it's the rivalry in the state game. Anytime these games come up, it's immediately a dice roll either way. And I think right now, honestly, Iowa State probably better.
Iowa can't score. I told y'all they scored 10 points and I
They
watched
don't
the
even
game.
they don't even be trying to score no more. They just want to kick field goals and
yeah,
like,
you want to
bro,
make it to
y'all
the league as a kicker. That's where you go. You get all the field goals. You can get all the 40-yarders because they're gonna get to the 30. They're gonna get to the 30, the 25, and then you're gonna kick a 42-yard field goal every time.
You sound like that. Falcons, boy.
I don't. That was it. Other than that, I believe it was a bunch of money games. Deion beat Delaware. North Carolina A&T. Oh Lord, lost to Central Florida 68-7.
Yeah.
There's nothing really.
I ain't even want to upset our people like that, man. Y'all know what that is. We are wrapping up. This is it for college football. I think that going forward, there will be a lot more games. We still in the money game portion of the season.
Ole Miss beat Kentucky. Barely. Kentucky normally has their number. They beat them last year.
There are two teams that just like they're little cousins that like to fight each other to me.
Yeah.
And whoever you think is gonna lose is who wins. And you be like, bro, I'm just tired of y'all playing. Like,
man, Pavia.
Oh, they put up 42 points.
44 after in 3 quarters because they didn't score the first quarter. They were down 10-0. And then
man, I tried to tell you, Diego ain't no joke, man.
That defense looked pretty good too. They shut out. Now I don't think Virginia Tech is good, so take that with what you will. But they outscored them 34-0 in the second half.
Let me tell you this: you're not supposed to lose to the Nerds like that.
Not 34-0 in the second half.
You are not supposed to. Now there are other teams where you could be like, "Oh, no, not you, not you." Especially not after y'all lost a week before. Y'all just, Frank Beamer had a thing down there for a long time, and now y'all just looking like anybody doing anything.
Alabama beat Monroe 73-0. That did nothing for the hot seat of Kalen DeBoer.
And it shouldn't.
Texas A&M quietly is kept. They just keep chugging along, bro. And then in the Big Ten, Maryland, Malik Washington had another stellar game, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nothing else to write home about. Duke got mollywopped by Illinois. Illinois is now about to make the college football playoff because they're not going to make the championship, which means it's going to be good because they're going to get an at-large bid.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody cares.
That's my biggest thing is you don't play nobody. Play it like at least the one thing I can say about my little sorry ass team is we'll get out there and fight with you. We ain't scared of nobody. Now we might not win. We might get stomped out, but we will fight.
Yeah.
And by fight, we would technically go to the game and hope that our coach does not get us smoked.
Your man Nico Amaliva lost again to UNLV.
Yeah. not badass yellow boy either for the old folks. Yeah, you got that. I mean, UNLV is 2-0 and UCLA is 0-2. I think Nico had a decent game. No, he had 1 touchdown, but I think he had like 200 some passing yards.
Yeah, and he had 255, but he threw the ball 41 times. He had 30 completions for 255. That ain't 10 yards of completion.
No, that's a lot of dink dunk dak. With that being said, we are closing out college football, moving right on to pro football. We're gonna take a short break.
Tequila. I gotta talk about the Falcons, so I gotta remove the filter.
I am going to have some ginger ale because my stomach is upset, like the rest of me.
The Vikings scored.
I hate my teams. And with that being said, we'll be right back. Yeah. Oh, a little sip. Huh. Okay. All right. Well,
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with our NFL segment of episode 198 of SplashCast, the final segment. Got a lot we're going to talk about today. Yeah, I had to take a little drink. I told you, this frustration is upon me, so I had to ease the tension.
Before we ruin it, let's do something different. We don't always do here. We are going to start with positivity. Ding, 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 ding. History has been made. 16 black quarterbacks starting week 1. This has kind of been one of the running jokes between me and Reggie. I really understand why they did not want black people to play quarterback. And this is why. Because every time that we give you something, y'all replace us. They will not replace us what they have. And I assume that if this year is 16, it's probably going to be 17, 18 next year. And 2 by 2 until it's just Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. And that's it. Anybody else? Who else?
Good Caucasian quarterback. A young, good Caucasian quarterback.
Yep.
Scam.
Oh, he ain't young.
He's like 29.
That ain't young, especially
Joe Burrow.
Oh, Joe Beasy. Respect.
Yeah.
Damn. JJ McCarthy gonna pull out this win, and
they scored 20 straight points. Before, while we talk about this, JJ McCarthy and the Vikings scored 20 straight points in the fourth quarter to come back and win this game. But yeah, 16 black quarterbacks starting. You know what's funny to me? I follow recruiting because I used to follow it heavy because I had a bunch of people that I worked with that coached like high school ball or their kids played high school ball. A lot of these quarterbacks, y'all remember, and for those that follow recruiting, when a dual threat quarterback was a bad thing, like they always had the pocket passer as the number one quarterback, and then they put all the black quarterbacks as dual threats. And now
they don't even allow that.
They just say quarterback because if you can't move around in the pocket, the defense
you can't move, you gonna lose.
You gonna get this. You gonna get beat down, and especially with I told y'all, and I'm not trying to science this out or anything, but I told y'all because when basketball evolves, and you have 7'5" guys that are now playing center, and 6'9" guys playing shooting guard. Well, the days of the 6'1" guard and the 5'11" guard, Chris Paul's, those are out the door. So the 6'5" power forward out the door, not gonna happen anymore. So what they gonna play? Defensive end. They're gonna be able to a 6'5" Julius Peppers. You better be able to move. So that's why these quarterbacks are starting because they can put pressure on the defense. We saw what Jaden Daniels did. Jaden Daniels he knocked out the Bucs. Oh, Baker Mayfield. He knocked out the Bucs, and can you hear me?
Yeah. I had to look down. I had to check my fantasy to make sure. I was getting a little uncomfortable. I had to make sure.
Man, Justin Jefferson sold me, bro. I'd have won. One catch, 4 yards.
Boy, and I'm on pace to win by 1 point. 1.8 points, boy. But welcome to the Fantasy Football League for y'all in it. The SplashCast shootout is real. It's exciting. Shout out to the black quarterbacks. And that's all the positivity I have for y'all. I hate everybody. I told y'all 5 points ruined my weekend. For y'all who haven't understood what I mean by 5 points is my Gators lost by 2 points, 18-16. And the Atlanta Falcons lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 23-20. It is no place where 5 points can ruin your whole Saturday and Sunday, but Atlanta. And in my heart, that's it.
All right, so where you want to start? Because I got a lot to say. Let's do. Okay, let's talk about. You watched the game? Did you actually? Yes. Were you able to watch? Okay, so let's start out with.
Unfortunately,
let's start out with. We're gonna do offense, defense, and coaching. Let's do that. So offense started out that first drive I was like, oh, we look amazing.
50-yard touchdown reception from Bijan Robinson.
But Penix was dotting it. He throwing it to everybody. He was spreading the ball around, and then Bijan did Bijan things. He just caught the ball and said, I'm faster than you. You're not going to catch me. He made one guy miss, and that was it. And I was like, oh, okay. We up 7-0. And then our defense was playing well. And then the second quarter happened, and I was like, the Bucs have settled down. And we didn't score a touchdown again until the last drive of the game, which is very indicative of last year when we would score, then we would do field goal, and then nothing and score at the end of the game. Overall on offense, I like Michael Penix. I would like to see him scramble a little more. He is trying to he does stay in the pocket to the very last second, which helped out a lot. But at some point, which he did scramble at the end of the game, you're gonna have to use your legs. I hate to say it, go study Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield didn't have a good game at all. But at the end of the day,
Baker, and I know y'all, number one, I told y'all Baker was the real deal. And everybody else was like, no, he sucks. I said, no, he's tough. He's resilient. Now, will it always look good? Hell no. This did not look good. But one thing that you have with Baker is as long as the game is relatively close, you in it. He ain't a quitter. I will say I also saw the same thing from Michael Penix. Michael Penix, I've spoken about a quarterback here who I think is a front runner, and I think that he had all the tools in the world, but just if he got down, towel on the head, crying the car type of thing. Michael Penix, very unbothered. Mm-hmm. And this is a game where you could have and should have probably been bothered. He stayed resilient. He played tough. I feel very confident we have our quarterback. That is the one thing that I feel most confident about.
From a player standpoint on offense,
they scooping bears up off the ground like
that. The Vikings decided to turn up in the fourth quarter, 20-0.
I don't know how everybody on your whole team can be hurt on one play, but in fact, every Chicago Bear is on the
I'm watching it right now. It's everybody down.
You know, in the cartoon when they run out with a stretcher and they got the two guys that, hey, it's just scoop them all up, bro.
I mean, even Kyle, and this will be my last point about the players on offense. Penix hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 different receivers, and he really should have hit 6. I'm not gonna yell at you, Cordero, because you're an HBCU grad, but you should have caught that touchdown.
I agree.
At the end of the game, it was right. You just didn't see. I don't know what you saw, but you should have caught that touchdown. But from a player standpoint, skill standpoint, we look good. Offensive line. We did all that talking about being a good run blocking team. Shout out to Elijah Wilkinson. You had 2 offside false starts. Other than that, you weren't really that bad. But
no, especially coming into the situation you came to.
We got to be able to run the ball. And we look like we missed the center that we left go to Chicago. Because we couldn't run the ball with. They put Vita Vea over Noozle, and he just ate him for lunch.
I will say Vita Vea is a tough matchup. It's
tough intro to your starting to gig.
Yeah, that is quick reality check. I do like Bijan, 6 receptions, 100 yards. Get it how you live. Kyle Pitts, 7 receptions, 60 yards, solid game. When Drake went out with the injury, you popped up. I wish we could have got you kind of going a little bit earlier, but when we needed you, you showed up. Drake London had an okay game to me.
He was heating up though. When he got hurt in the third quarter, he was heating up. I was like, they hit him like 4 straight passes.
That's the thing. I was like, man, as he's getting it, when it found like he was finally getting into his rhythm. They believe, and I'm only telling you what they believe, is I saw a doctor I got a guy who I follow on Instagram who can tell every injury before it happens. They believe that it's a sprained AC joint. Hopefully it's not a full week out. If not, then it's kind of a problem because we're also missing Darnell Mooney, who we needed him. Absolutely.
Casey
That
Washington's
was
good, but we
yes.
need Mooney.
Casey Washington, solid job. Ray McLeod. When I'm telling you, when Drake London went out, and you really looking like, well, we out there with the special teamers at receiver now. Penix, one thing, Penix can spin it.
Yeah, he got an arm, dog.
And I'm gonna tell you, if you're a cornerback and that receiver and any receiver runs a deep out, it's tight. It ain't your fault. You can go ahead and tell your coach that when you watch it. That's Penix's best ball is a deep out.
Yeah,
and
he hits it every time too.
Every time.
Unfortunately, the offense was just missing that's what Mooney is the speed element. And when you don't have the speed element, you can kind of blitz and kind of sit in the zone, which is what they did in the second and third quarter.
Overly upset is missing Mooney, even though they were missing Godwin. Like I told you, I think the Bucs are probably a better constructed team, and that wide receiver depth really helps. When you can still go to Emeka, I can't never say his name right.
Emeka Egbuka.
Emeka Egbuka. 4 receptions, 67 yards, 2 tutties. 30 was his longest. And then also, I mean, just having Tess Johnson on the field as a guy who's that fast, you have to be able to watch him too. They just have depth that I wanted us to get, but I didn't know how we could, that's why I kept like, oh man, it would be nice to have Amari Cooper or old boy that went to the Chargers. And we just didn't go get that next guy. This is kind of for this type of situation. I don't know if there's anything left over in the, out of the misfit toys that anybody would be interested in. So I think that we kind of got to rock with what we got. What I will say though, once again, when I saw Ray McLeod go out there as wide receiver 1, he did everything you could ask of. And I was like, oh Lord.
I don't necessarily agree that they have more wide receiver depth than us. You got Mike Evans, Drake London. You have Emeka Egbuka.
No. Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin is better than Darnell Mooney. No disrespect, just is. Their wide receiver 3
is Chris Godwin at this point. It's going to be Chris Godwin. Egbuka is going to be wide receiver 2.
I mean, and therein lies the story. Our wide receiver 3, Ray McLeod, solid, but he ain't Emeka Egbuka. Let me tell you.
Yeah, but I mean, we shut Cade Otton out. Who he now they said he was hurt, but we shut Cade Otton out. I don't. I mean, we really stopped the run. They ain't really run for a lot of yards. It was really Baker Mayfield he was the leading rusher. Like I don't really think that they that much better than us offensively. What they have is a Vita Vea, and we could not get a 4th down. And I'm gonna get the coaching. I wanted to separate coaching by itself because I'm gonna cuss everybody out. Yeah. But
I definitely think that's our coaching staff let us down big in this game.
But in terms of offense, we were good, and in terms of defense, I was very impressed with the blitz packages that Ulbrich had. I was extremely happy to see us. We were getting to the quarterback. I was happy to see his philosophy come to life of being an attacking, penetrating defensive line and all of that. I also said, hey, we don't have a defensive lineman over 300 pounds. When they got going in the second and third quarter, and we just committed to run blitzing after that, they got going running the ball. Now, they didn't rush for a lot of yards, but they got all their yards rushing basically in the second and third quarter.
Right.
So that was frustrating to me, was that part. But in terms of everything else, I give our offense probably a B. I give our defense probably a B, maybe a C, because Jesse Bates got baited. And shout out to the Buccaneers offensive coordinator. He saw it. There's 2 plays. And shout out to Mike Hughes.
I got one for you, dude.
I shout out to Mike Hughes. I'm not gonna say anything because I was on your ass after the game. But when I went back and looked at it, So the first play was Baker Mayfield missed a wide open touchdown. Cade Otton ran a deep out, and Baker Mayfield and Jesse Bates had the deep third in whatever zone I think there was a cover 2. So whatever zone they were running, Jesse Bates bit trying to make a play, and Cade Otton was wide open, like 15 yards away from everybody else. And Baker Mayfield missed him. And he said, my bad. And I said, hey, they're going to come back to that. They did. Instead of Cade Otton running the out, they hit Egbuka running the post. And for whatever reason, Jesse Bates bid on Mike Evans, who was triple covered. It was the right defense. He was triple covered, and they knew he was going to bite on it, and they threw it right behind him. And Mike Hughes was in kind of cover 3 zone, wasn't supposed to have that zone. And Baker Mayfield was late, but because Jesse Bates had already, he bit 15 yards. He was gone, and he knew it. And they baited him, and that was the touchdown with 1:59 seconds left.
Caden Ellis.
So,
go ahead. I thought
because Jesse Bates, that's why I give him a C. I love Jesse Bates. He's probably more than likely the best safety in the league. You can't have those Superman Troy Polamalu moments where you just break from the defense and scheme and decide to do that and get burnt. And they saw it. When you did it the first time, I said they're gonna come back to that, and they did. That was frustrating for me. What you got?
Caden Ellis, you can't miss Baker Mayfield on that sack. They sent you. You had nobody touched you, and you just let Baker shake you off. That was another one that quite possibly could have ended the game. 2 big highlights, though, I want to say, and I want to give a shout out to Terry Fontenot, Xavier Watts, Billy Bowman. Fantastic games.
Xavier could have ended the game twice. But you're right. Go ahead.
And I will say, Xavier Watts, you look like our new safety.
Man.
I like, and I'm going to pause myself before I say this. But in the job of filling holes, we have done it. I think that Watts at that safety position, Bates at that safety position, Billy Bowman as the nickel back, and AJ Terrell. Now, cornerback 2. I think Asante Samuel is still available. Somebody should at least kick the tires on that, because that's all. Like, we need that. We need that so bad. And
Mike Hughes wasn't bad though.
It wasn't, but I'm still looking to upgrade.
Yes, I agree.
I think that, and I feel like all the rest of those positions, I feel as comfortable as you can after one game. Y'all know me. I'm not knee-jerk reaction. Oh, this is the best ever because of one game. They play very good against an offense that is a very solid, respectable offense, missing one guy and with a hurt tight end. So I'm going to temper my expectations because I do have to understand their realities. And let's get on to coaching.
So for Raheem, here at the SplashCast, we say the same thing. I think we said it now 4 years in a row. When you hit your wagon to somebody that you know has failed you, you are going to lose your job. It was Arthur Smith and Desmond Ritter. It was and whoever else you want to do. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're gonna lose your job. Younghoe Koo should have been cut last year. He missed 10 field goals. That's unheard of for a kicker.
Yeah,
now, he was hurt.
They're trying to because at one point Younghoe Koo is one of the best kickers in NFL history.
He's 95%. He was amazing.
And then he ain't.
Fell off like a running back.
But one thing you have to understand is what I say all the time. Y'all talk to me crazy about. You don't pay people for what they have done for you. You pay them for what they can do for you. Let me tell you, unhook your little red wagon from Young Wei Koo. That thing has come and it has gone. And if you double down on dumb, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's some guys who are gonna be looking for jobs, and I'm already telling you, Mike McDaniel will be the offensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons because they're gonna fire him.
Yeah. And speaking of firing, hey, Zach Robinson, bro, I don't see any improvement in play calling from last year to this year.
0.
You did the exact same thing.
Them stupid ass 4th down dives. Oh my God. And this is the thing. Sometimes you have to have enough sense to understand. It's like playing Madden against somebody like one of your friends, and they're just going to key on one guy and make sure that he doesn't beat you. That's what the Buccaneers did. They said, what we won't do is let Bijan Robinson run all over us. And that's all they did. And instead of saying, hey, let's use him as a decoy, even though the guys on the telecast said it 75 times, I don't know why they keep doing this. Why don't they use Bijan as a decoy? And I'm thinking, well, at least I'm not the only person who thinks this. It's embarrassing. Surely embarrassing.
F. I give you an F. Because I'll give you a D minus. Pause if necessary. You started out the game, Zach. That scripted first 15 plays was fantastic.
Well, a lot of that, was it's just Bijan Robinson making people miss in the open field. He ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's that one play. But in terms of the first 2 drives, they were crisp. You could tell that was the script. When it comes to making adjustments, bro, you get out coached every single time. And at the beginning of the game, you came out and you had Bijan Robinson and Algier on the field. And I was like, oh, yeah, here we go. And immediately went right down the field.
You know what I said? I was like, he finally did the one thing that we didn't talk about for 100 weeks in a row was, hey, man, play all the good people at one time.
Algier didn't see the field again to the 4th quarter. I was like, what the hell? And you keep trying to force feed Bijan. I don't know if it's in his contract. I don't know what's happening. But you have to play Algier. Even the commentator said it when we got stuffed on 4th and 1 by Vita Vea. They were like, bro, why would you not have Algier in there? He played linebacker in college, right? Like, he is a short yardage, tough back that you need. I don't understand it. I don't understand Zach Robinson on 2nd and goal. On 1st and goal, coming out in the wishbone and running a damn sweep, and we end up getting tackled in the backfield at the 5. So now a 2nd and goal from the 5. You did the same stupid ass shit against Kansas City last year. It was the same thing. And you took the ball off the line of scrimmage and they stopped us for a 4th and goal to win the game. You did the same stupid ass shit. I don't understand it. I don't understand your play calling. I don't understand what you're trying to do. Now, I will give you credit. Darnell Mooney was out. Drake London got hurt. So you out there with Casey Washington, Ray, and all of that. But
they ain't got nothing to do with the play caller.
Why the hell didn't you run Algier when you got all them people that was hurt? Who's supposed to be the number 1 running offensive line?
That ain't
what the hell are you doing?
The play calling. The plays were called stupidly.
I love that I saw Kyle Pitts. I love that I saw Kyle Pitts 7. I mean, he was going. Our offense actually was really starting to kick off when Drake London got hurt. Because then you couldn't guard anybody. Casey Washington is a good wide receiver 4. But he's a 4.
I will say that's the reason that's the biggest issue with me and Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris is. I think that Terry Fontenot does a good job of finding guys and making them available for Raheem Morris to call stupid plays. But I think we beat this and they beat us.
Yeah, one more coach I got to cuss out, though. Albrecht. I'm cool with blitzing. Albrecht, I'm cool with blitzing. But I am not okay that we cannot get pressure on the quarterback from our front 4. And we got to be able to stop the run. Are the Vikings really about to trip this off?
What are you talking? No, you want to know why the Vikings not going to trick it off? Because the Bears call a play, send DJ Moore in motion, and snap the ball, and it hits him.
Oh, they fumbled?
No, illegal shift. This is just peak stupidity. You got I'm done with the Falcons. See y'all next week.
Man, we got to figure out. We need a defensive tackle to just sit in front of. If you don't run this defense, you need a defensive tackle to just sit in front of the line and in front of the center and guard. And you're gonna need another defensive tackle. You got to stop the run. They weren't bad. WWE might find y'all for the name.
They ain't finding nothing around here. We've been doing this for 190-something episodes. We from the streets, brother. Thank you for showing up, though. Next up.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Right. Next up.
Spitgate. Hatui.
Yes. Cowboys versus the Eagles. Just Thursday night?
Yeah, Thursday night, opening kickoff.
This was an excellent game. It started out crazy. Everybody is in a group chat. Everybody asked the same question. Jalen Carter was ejected pre-game. I guess it wasn't pre-game. First snap, which is crazy. That means you played in the game, but not.
Yeah. I'll get your game check, I guess.
Maybe. He was ejected for spitting on Dak. Of course, you have also seen the video of where Dak spit on the ground in front of him. I don't know why Jalen Carter thought that the right answer was to walk towards Dak.
No, that's the right answer. If I think you spitting on or at me, I'm gonna address it right then and there. Spitting on him back was not the right answer.
Yes, that's where I'm talking about. Yeah, walking up on him is more than fair. But to then spit on the guy who made the most money as an athlete, and every camera last year in America, every camera in the entire stadium was focused on this guy, and you thought to spit on him and then thought what? Like, that's my question is, after you spit on him, what do you think was going to happen? Did you think that nobody was going to see it? Bruh, they have ultra HD cameras swinging from lines above you guys. There's no way that this was not going to be on camera.
They said they added 100 cameras so they didn't have to bring the chains out onto the field.
Right.
They just said that 100. I'm not, and that's not exaggerating. They said over 100 actually. So you know they was gonna see you, and now they broadcasted at 8K, bro. They can see if you got a cold. Like, ain't no way that you were gonna do that.
That boy got cold, but I can see it from here.
Yeah, and it made a difference. It made a difference because all of a sudden, sure. I like Jordan Davis, and he played really, really well. But Jalen Carter is Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter could possibly be the best defensive tackle in the league if he doesn't lose his mind.
Right.
But how funny! I thought Dallas was gonna pull this game out, and I wanted them to because I wanted more drama. I wanted Jerry to go out there with his chest taking in more air than a peacock. Like, I just told y'all I was gonna do this, and that would have been great. But the Eagles ended up winning the game. Hey man, CeeDee Lamb, you lost, bro. 4 drops, 3 drops in the fourth.
So this is the thing, and I don't know exactly how to feel. Point exactly, because if you look at the other side, you look at AJ Brown, 1 reception, 8 yards, 1 target. 1 target is crazy. Devontae Smith, 3 receptions, 16 yards, 3 targets. CeeDee Lamb.
Let me make sure this was AJ.
Oh, you hell.
AJ right there on the sideline. What target?
Yeah, you might need to put them books down.
Boy, better go back to there.
So I feel conflicted because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. First of all, CD's on my fantasy team, 18 points. So thank you. I think you were my high man, a matter of fact, and was. So on one hand, I'm like, man, he had more than a fantastic game. 7 receptions, 110 yards. He balled out, honestly. But the unfortunate part was when they needed him the most, he had 2 massive drops. I don't know what you can say because clearly he's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, but those 2 drops are unacceptable. I am going to toot my own horn here, though, but I did tell y'all, everybody's high on the Commanders, so that's all well and good. I feel very confident in what I told y'all. I think that Dallas is going to be the second best team in the NFC East. Say what you want to, Eagles. They gave y'all everything that you wanted and twice as much as you needed.
Yeah, Eagles got exposed a little bit. That second corner, because all they did was move him around. That second corner,
that secondary shaky, boy.
Oh yeah, Adoree Jackson. Adoree, bro, they benched you.
Y'all got cool and said, "Oh, well, we'll just put Cooper DeJean back there. We put old Blankenship back there. Hey, you better put somebody who know what they're doing back there. Let me tell you that much.
They're gonna have to do something.
Hey,
but they're missing Jalen Carter too. Though. They're missing Jalen Carter, who allows them to kind of sit versus have to cover. And once Dak played really well too, even though what's crazy is he only had 188 yards passing, 5.5 yard average, and 110 of them went to CD.
Hey, you go where your bread
and
is
he
butter.
dropped the ball.
If he doesn't drop the ball, CD goes. He's probably at
200 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
Which is, that's best receiver in the league stats.
Correct. That's the part is you got to catch those, but I have to go back and look to see if anybody played better than CD at the receiver position this year. This week.
I don't think so. Javonte Williams, I liked him as the running back. Him and Miles Sanders is older, and he had that fumble. This game was
had 1 run for 49 yards, and then 3 more.
And then fumbled.
Yeah, I think that y'all should probably have invested a little bit more at the running back position. That should be
for the second year in a row.
Yeah. And Nick Chubb was there. He was right there and wanted to be there.
I got to look at the stats. I don't think Nick Chubb was the guy. I will say with the Eagles, I was impressed with Jahai Campbell. He was playing defensive end and middle linebacker, which is what they expect for us with the Hawks with Jalen Walker. John Mechie. Oh, Jalen, he must have thrown an interception. Did Jalen Hurts throw an interception? Or was there a fumble? Yeah, anyway, what's discouraging is the Eagles played a terrible game on offense, essentially. 152 yards. Saquon 18 for 60. Jalen Hurts was the one that was really rushing the ball. Jalen Hurts was the leading rusher. So, the Cowboys played about as well defensively as you could expect. To me.
Yeah.
It didn't translate.
I will say this is probably a better game than I think people were going to get from the Cowboys, and probably a worse game than people thought from the Eagles. I think that both teams have some things that they need to look at on this tape. Cowboys, this is a very winnable game. This is a game that you play really well, and it kind of sucks that you lost because 2 or 3 things go your way. It's a completely different game, and you could have really given the Eagles the humble pie. I don't know how I feel about them not being out there for the banner or the trophy thing. I think that was surely something. If you like it, you're gonna love it. If you hate it, then you're not gonna like it.
The Eagles being out there, or the Cowboys not being out there?
The Eagles decided not to go out there during that. They said, "Hey, that's last year's trophy." They had them take it, cool, whatever. But the team itself was not out there for that. And I don't know how I feel about that when it comes to the fans. I think you should have been out there.
Yeah, you did the fans dirty. But I'll ask you this before we move on to the next game, which I think is going to be Chargers, Chiefs, and all of that. The Eagles made an interesting trade.
Oh, just happened. Tank Bigsby.
They got Tank Bigsby for, I think it's either a 5th or 6th round pick.
5th and 6th next year.
So you gave up 2 picks for Tank Bigsby. You already have Saquon Barkley, Will Shipley, and AJ Dillon. Now you added a fourth back to it. Along with, I mean, you got to call Jalen Hurts half a running back now. I mean, he does.
They know something that we don't know. That's all I can get from that.
I'm thinking Saquon might have gotten hurt. And nobody's really talking about it. Or they haven't reported it yet. But to give up 2 picks for Tank Bigsby and you already have 3, that's a lot for one guy that's now 4th on the depth chart, maybe 3rd.
I don't think if you use 2 draft picks, he's 4th.
I think there's another move coming. I don't know why. I don't know what they need, to be honest. Maybe DB. Yeah. They need a DB.
They get what they need anyway. I don't care. Fuck them. Next up.
Chargers. Justin Herbert stuns the Chiefs 27-21. He played a really good game too. Justin Herbert, 318 yards and 3 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes threw the ball 40 times. And of course, Xavier Worthy went out on the first play of the game. So now Hollywood Brown had 10 catches for 99 yards, but he really had 9 catches for 50 yards and 1 catch for 50 yards.
Things always look different once you take out that longest reception. Then you're like, oh, is this a scam?
Quentin Johnston, 5 catches, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns,
2 tutties. Who said I can't catch?
Everybody.
Ladd, I mean, you're right, but he made it happen. Ladd cooked again, 6 receptions, 74 yards. Keenan Allen back at home, feeling good, 7 receptions, 68 yards.
They look good,
even
man.
Mahomes 24 for 258. 1 touchdown is the issue. He led them in passing and rushing. Right. So this kind of brings me to 2 points I have. Isaiah Pacheco, 5 carries for 25 yards. After y'all lost Jarek, y'all never really backfilled that position adequately.
The 3rd running back?
No, the running back that can block, run, and catch out of the backfield. And I know they like Pacheco. I think that Jarek being there made Pacheco's job infinitely easier. Because all he had to do, because he ain't gotten a whole lot of moves. Straight line run.
Pacheco, he just run like his shoulder pads click.
Right. But now when you're the lead back and you don't have a complement to do all the rest of that stuff, then suddenly you have to take on a larger role. And I don't think that he's done a very good job of being the feature back on this team, especially when you got that receiving core is awful. Hollywood
Even
Brown.
when you bring Rashee Rice back, it ain't the greatest.
Hollywood Brown, questionable. Juju, questionable. Kelsey, 2 receptions, 4 targets. Bro, going home with your queen.
One of them was 37 yards.
Kareem. Right. This, y'all are now like the reverse 49ers, whether 49ers won't ever pay for a receiver. I mean, won't pay for a quarterback. Y'all really have gotten into this thing where y'all are not paying for wide receivers, and it's costing you. Y'all got cute after y'all won them championships minus Tyreek. Hey, you better find somebody and find them.
Well, you saw what I put in the group. Tyreek, the Chiefs are a leader in a trade for Tyreek if it were to happen.
And I think Tyreek, that will be good for you to start over.
Yeah, it's not Miami.
and Mahomes, I gotta tell you the same thing, and I tell Lamar, you're responsible for what you get at receiver. And if you don't use your influence to make them make a trade for a dynamic receiver, I'm assuming that you're okay with it. With that being said, good win to the Chargers. It's a shocker for the Chiefs. Better figure it out.
I ain't really say nothing.
Oh, go ahead. I mean, my bad. I do it.
I will say there's the other side to this too, though. Now the Chargers defense was the number one scoring defense last year. They were the number one everything. So I mean, their defense is good. And Derwin James had Travis Kelce in jail, and that D line, they've added a couple defensive tackles, and those guys they are pretty good. Bud Dupree had a Bud Dupree sighting.
Read my mind. We've been potting so long that I can say I said that in my brain. I said, "Is that motherfucker Bud Dupree down there?"
Yeah,
and Khalil Mack one solo tackle.
Yeah, they double teamed him the whole game. That they are missing like an edge though. They're missing Joey Bosa, but
fair.
And they got to be able to run. Najee Harris, just don't play him, bro. One rush for 5 yards. He obviously is not healthy, or he can't see, or both. So go ahead and play somebody else.
Hey, y'all better leave them firecrackers alone, boy. If I can tell y'all anything, if I was a football player, somebody even brought firecrackers up, I'd just walk out the door. No, I'm allergic, bro. I can't be here for this.
Jim Harbaugh, man, he's got Justin Herbert playing well. I mean, every quarterback that Jim Harbaugh has coached, he has gotten the best out of. Every single one. From college to pro. I mean, Colin Kaepernick, Andrew Luck, Justin Herbert, JJ McCarthy, got him into the lottery. He coaches. I don't want to call him a quarterback whisperer, but he know what he's doing. He definitely knows what he's doing.
He know what to say real quietly. Maybe you don't want to call him a whisperer, but hey.
But it's also this week 1, y'all. So the Chiefs,
relax.
Still the Chiefs,
right? Govern yourself accordingly.
What's the next one?
I assume they're gonna make a move here. Next up, the Colts absolutely obliterate the Miami Dolphins, 33-8, 0-8, and they scored all 8 points in the fourth quarter. That means they went 3 quarters of just out there running around, watching other people score.
Tua, 2 interceptions, 14 of 23 for 114 yards. Devon Achane, 7 carries for 55 yards. This was a thorough ass whooping. But also, Indianapolis made a bunch of. They got Charvarius Ward. They added him. They quietly have built a really good defense,
man,
and they've backfilled a lot of the players they lost.
I want to be very clear. Number 1, Tyler Warren, great pickup.
On my fantasy team, y'all call me crazy for that pick.
No, I didn't. It was him and Court and Loveland. I was like, I'm gonna get one of these guys. I know that they're gonna be good. Also, I think Colts, chill out. Don't get. I don't think that y'all are this good.
Go ahead and pay Daniel Jones some more money. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, do that. Sure. I don't still think that Daniel Jones starts all these games. The biggest thing for me though, and I said it in the preview. I literally said it last week when the staffer got in trouble for fighting some girl. Miami is a dumpster fire. And yes. I think they're the last people to find out. But I think that now the world is figuring out what I tried to tell y'all about 2 months ago. Multiracial McDaniel if he makes it through the season, great. He will not be the coach of the Miami Dolphins next year. You should be looking for offensive coordinator jobs. And I'll be very frank. I think that that's probably the best position for you. Everything that we've seen, everything that we've heard, I don't believe you to be a good head football coach. And I'm not saying that you can't be in the future. But at this very moment, your lack of control, discipline, accountability has gotten to a point where your team looks terrible. And I'm going to leave with this. Tua got sacked 3 times. What y'all can't do is 17 games.
51 sacks.
He unless y'all finna put like an ABS airbag in his helmet, he ain't gonna make it.
He said he's not wearing it.
All right. I almost said something terrible, but yeah, man, you're allowed to make whatever health decisions you want to make, brother. Thoughts and prayers in advance.
Yeah, this team makeup is getting exposed too. They don't have really a big receiver. Everybody's small. Like they don't have a big
They
running
have a big problem. That's what they have. A very big problem. And if you don't know that by now, but this is one of my teams that I would like to tell y'all to highlight. This is one that you should watch. This is what I would consider a developing story. The rest of these games, for the most part, most of these teams could go either way, I think, during the season. This one, the match is lit. The lighter fluid is sprayed. It's finna burn up. It's finna be a dumpster fire. And Tyreek down there, Tua down there. Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to get crazy and wild and crazy soon and very soon.
They going to see the king. All right, we can kind of. Well, you want to talk about this. Raiders, Pats, Geno, 362 and a touchdown. Kayshon Boutte, 6 receptions, 103 yards.
Big thing here was this Pete Carroll's first gig as a Raider. I mean, first game as a Raider. We didn't believe in Geno. This is Mike Vrabel taking over the Patriots. And this is now Drake May. You got to be good eventually. Right?
Yeah.
He got to at least be. And when I say good, I mean mid.
They got to. What have they surrounded him with in the past years? Who are their receivers?
I mean, Kayshon Boutte is 6'1", 103, and he's an LSU guy.
Now that's today. What did he do last year?
And Diggs.
They added him today.
I agree. I mean, I don't think that he'll be fired at the end of the season. But what I'm saying is, yeah. But I think that it's also in his best interest for you need to start playing good before people start to think you stink. That's what I'm really trying to say.
30 of 46, 287 for a touchdown and interceptions, not bad.
No, Geno went 24-34, 362 on their ass. Brock Bowers proving me wrong every week. 5 receptions, 103 yards. Boy, that is good.
They ain't got nobody else to throw the ball to. Him and Jacoby Myers. Name all the other people that they could throw to. Michael Mayer. That's another tight end. Jack Beck.
None of these people. Hey, man, Bowers, you got the wiggle and everything else, brother. Congratulations. I probably had to eat crow nat till I die.
Or you retire. Yeah, but the Raiders won. Shout out to them. Cardinals beat the Saints. Ha 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 ha. Only thing I got to say about this is Will Johnson.
Yep.
Is the real deal. He said everybody else is going to regret. And he started off with the Saints.
I hate it because, bro, I was in love with that guy as a cornerback. I was like, we need him.
Bro, I thought him and AJ Terrell would have been
lockdown.
Great.
It just made too much sense. Spencer Rattler, 27-46, 214. He didn't play terrible. I mean, you look at this receiver
46 times.
I mean, because Kamara don't really got it, and you don't have anything else. I mean, Kamara was 11 of 45 and a tutty. He helped me win a game, but I mean, I think that Alvin Kamara should be interested in trying to get to
Kansas City.
Yes, you could go on a good 3-year career turnarounder into the nighter. In a game that was a shootout. I think that both teams should be thrilled. 34-32 Steelers over the Jets.
Aaron Rodgers, vintage, 22 of 30, 245, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Steelers can't run the ball. Still can't run the ball. Yeah, he was cooking them.
You're right. 4 sacks is a lot for an old man, though. Let me tell you that much.
I mean, it's still the Jets now. They still got Quentin Williams, 6 tackles, or the defensive tackle spot is crazy. 6
Right.
tackles and a sack and a tackle for loss. I mean, the Jets look decent.
No, hell no, man. When you say the Jets look decent, before I overreact, holistically, or are you talking about defensively?
I was really talking about the offense and the fact that they ran the ball with Breece Hall 19 times.
I think this offense looked damn good.
Yeah. They look, but then if you play it in the defense, allowing 34 points to a team whose receivers are DK Metcalf and the Pips.
Oh, John had a slew day.
Big slew.
Big slew.
Pittsburgh. Hey, come talk to the Falcons too. Listen, if y'all not gonna use old boy from Georgia, 6'8" guy, we can make it work. Yeah, we can make it work, dog.
He played hybrid.
Play whatever position you want to play. Tackle, guard.
I might put him at D tackle, honestly.
H-back, D tackle. He's 6'8", 280, bro. Like, and honestly, you could probably sign him for cheaper than Kyle Pitts, and you can move off of Kyle Pitts if you wanted to. But that's
you can't move off Kyle Pitts after last week. But yeah,
but Jonnu Smith has taken him, and Freiermuth are there. Jonnu Smith and Freiermuth are there. If I'm somebody that needs a tight end, and needs blocking, I'm looking at the Steelers, and they need a receiver.
I will say I'm very impressed with Justin Fields. I don't think you'd ask for a better game. 48 yards on the ground, 218 yards passing, no interceptions, 1 sack. Impressive. Now, y'all also probably going to have to pay Breece Hall because y'all pissed him off.
You ain't gonna trade him.
Okay. Do it if you want to. Be stupid. Audacity. I dare you to have it. Find it. Next up, Commanders beat the Giants.
Not surprised. Russ out here. We bringing it back. Where is the siren, my friend? Where is the siren? Because Russ is out here stealing. 17 to 37 for 168 yards, 4.5 yards a pass, a completion, 2 sacks. He had a 25 quarterback rating.
The issue is you average more rushing than passing per down. That is a problem. You got all this time to raise future's kids that you forgot that you have a job.
No, he didn't. He secured the bag, the check,
and
made that happen.
Let me tell you, Russell is probably the worst quarterback on this team.
Yeah,
I want to be very clear. The worst. He lucky that Tommy Cutlets ain't there because he might be better than him now. But I think that Jackson Dart and Jameis are better. I honestly think that if the Giants lose like this again, I don't know if you can go right to Jackson Dart. I think that you might have to go to Jameis first and at least let Jackson Dart make it to the bye week. This is if you were going to do this, you might.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you're going to do this, you might as well just threw Jackson Dart in the fire on day one.
Well, you're going to have to do something. Now, they already announced that they're going to let Russell Wilson start next game. But Malik Neighbors was not happy. And that's one person. You don't have a lot on offense on this team. You got Scatterboo. And that's...
Scatterboo? 2 rushes for -3 yards?
But I'm saying on offense, outside of Malik Neighbors, maybe Wan'Dale Robinson, they ain't really
no. Let me help you out and everybody else out, Reggie. Y'all are going to be fired, Brian Daboll. I told you it's 2 years ago.
Yeah, we've been said that.
Why they just keep you coming back to this job? I do not know. They're going to fire you, brother.
On the
Commanders
other side, though,
played well enough. They look well enough. Shout out to Brian Burns for the Giants, though. 2 sacks. Kayvon Thibodeau had a half sack. Him and Abdul Carter. Bobby Okereke, 16 sacks. Jesus, 16 tackles. Boy, getting to it. Bobby Wagner, 10 tackles at 50. Debo, 7 receptions,
That's
77
what I was
yards.
saying. Debo had a good game, man. They couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
He had 100. I think he had 95 yards total or something like that. 96.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
got him on my fantasy team.
Giants offense is just wildly disappointing. Everything else is kind of, as good as I think the defense is, you have to score points. 3 points in the second.
Now.
3 points in the second and 3 points in the third ain't enough, brother. No, but at least in first, at least the first 2, they scored a touchdown in 3 out of the 4 quarters. The Giants just scored no touchdown in no quarters. That ain't good enough.
Yeah, 55 quarterback rating.
Right.
And 2 of them were rushing touchdowns.
Next up, we went. Jags beat the Panthers. This is this is a worst case scenario. I'm not gonna say it's a worst case scenario win, but it's one of those trick bag wins. Trevor Lawrence, 19-31, 178 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He still ain't worth the money y'all paying him. Now, Travis Etienne, 16 carries for 143 yards. Cooking. Now, I guess that's really like 15 for like 70-something, which still ain't too terrible because he had 1 for 71 yards. Bryce Young, 18-35.
Nothing else.
Bryce Young, 18-35 for 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. That ain't going to cut it, brother. And in interesting news, though, Ted McMillan, 5 of 68. He had a solid game as his first game. But this is 2 teams that stink.
Yeah, Xavier Leggett looked bad. Hunter Renfrow looked old. Chuba Hubbard, hey man, they just paid you, big dog. Ted looked good. He had that long reception, and then
Ted looked about as good as I think you can right now.
The defense was more interesting.
Who did the Cowboys get in the first round?
Draft? The Cowboys?
Yes.
They drafted the guard out of Alabama. He actually played really well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all right. I really wanted Ted to Dallas, but can't be Superman with that. Next up, Broncos beat the Titans.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
What I was gonna say about this game, it was really disappointing about the Carolina Panthers defense. Hey, Derek Brown, listen, you from Atlanta metropolitan area,
Ellenwood area.
I know you playing well, and I know they paying you well, but come on home, big dog. We could use you as defensive tackle right now. We will give y'all. We don't got much picks, but if we could have Derek Brown, go ahead, or JC Horn, one of y'all. We'll take either one of them. Now I know it's far fetched because in the division, but y'all need to go ahead and let some of these players go because this ain't it. We can move
Free
on.
them. Free
from the shackles. Broncos over Titans. Only thing I took from this game was the Titans receivers are booty, butt cheeks.
I hope y'all see
the dad.
Cam Ward dad. He was all over the internet, boy. He was going through it. Them drops got them smoked.
Calvin
and I
really had
feel
8 targets, 4 receptions, 3 drops.
Talk about a fall off.
Bro, your leading receiver was your running back Tony Pollard, who had 1 catch.
1 singular.
And how was your lead receiver?
Bro, how do y'all have 85 wide receiver 4s? Yeah, everybody
now Denver has a good defense now.
Nobody better complain about playing special teams. I know that much.
Because they got Patrick
Surtain, put you out there on
Moss.
Hey, if you got to run down there on a punt, you need to shut up. I don't want to hear it. You want to play receiver, get open.
Bro, they ain't scored a touchdown. They kicked 4 field goals. Now, I will say Denver wasn't that impressive either. Bo Nix averaged 4.4 yards a pass, 25 completions for 176 yards. And they didn't run the ball well.
A lot of these QBs have looked mid.
But it's also week 1.
Right.
Week 1.
That's the reason I'm
16
saying
more of them things.
I am happy with the quarterback play that we had.
Yeah. So I mean, Broncos, what you think about this?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, this is a nothing burger for me. The Titans are still trying to figure out everything. They definitely need to revisit their wide receiver situation soon and very soon. And
Lord,
I don't know what the answer is. Yes, we can go right on to that.
Titans is young. They're gonna have to. They need to blow up their wide receiver core. The Elemainer. I would trade Calvin Ridley. Get something back while you can.
Yeah.
Somebody needs him right now. Baltimore.
He need himself though. He got to find himself first because at one
Baltimore,
point
Buffalo, Kansas City, all of them could use him right now.
Not dropping the ball 3 times.
Yeah, you're right.
You literally have a career of dropping the ball, pun intended.
Oh, McCaffrey played. Oh wow.
Yeah, played well.
So the San Francisco 49ers beat the Seahawks. Brock Purdy. Mid.
No, 26 to 35, 277, 2 tutties, 2 picks. He is probably out. He is probably out.
Yeah, they said he's hurt. Excuse me. They said he might have gotten hurt. Your man though, I was talking big shit. Your man, Ricky Pearsall, 4 catches, 108 yards on 7 targets.
The only Gator to play well this weekend is Slick Ricky, man. I'm happy for Ricky, man. He's consistently played really well. I think that losing the quarterback is probably a pretty big problem because now Mac Jones. But
the Seattle looked good too. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 9 catches,
124 yards.
It's just Cooper Kupp, Lord. Who's the number 2 quarterback?
Don't skip that. Don't skip that. How long was Cooper Kupp good?
About 5 years. Yeah, about a 5-year window.
Please pull up the internet. You got the
internet.
You got as many screens as I do over there, brother. I told y'all that Cooper Kupp was Adam Thielen. Cooper Kupp is Adam Thielen. 3 good years. And then who is this man, sir?
No, I said 5 because he was injured. But at the peak of his powers, he was much better than Adam Thielen. Much better.
Man.
But 2 catches, 15 yards, big dog. Now,
Cooper Kupp, 2,000-yard seasons his entire career. One of them just happened to be almost 2,000-yard season. That man had one really. I did my job one time really, really well. So now I'm associated with being good. Bro, you is a scam.
Yeah, you can't stay healthy, man. 9 games, 8 games, 12 games, 12 games. Yeah, you gotta. I guess you used up all your life energy on that 1 year.
That boy said, hey, I got 1
that year. Boy said, I only drank milk for 365 days. That's it. After that, we brittle, big dog.
Oh, man. Big brittle.
It is what
Peanut
it is.
Peanut butter brittle.
This game didn't tell me much about anything.
Man,
they put Jalen Milroe in the game. When did that happen?
Brock Purdy hurt. I don't think y'all. I mean, now this is the team, and there's not a person happier today than Mac Jones.
George Kittle hurt too. Now, ain't too many people to throw the ball to over there. Now you got Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle. George Kittle,
Sky Moore over there fumbling somehow. But how? Now, this all I'm gonna say. Proof of concept says Mac Jones. This is what they specialize in doing: is finding a guy who is the absolute most mediocre to trash guy
and getting him
look good. Yep. So you are probably as bad as we all believe you to be. But good news is you're about to be infinitely rich. Congratulations to you, brother. You'll be starting somewhere in the NFL next year. Especially Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he had a hell of a game.
Almost, I think he had. Yes, he did.
Yeah, like 100.
No. 9 receptions for 73 yards, 22 carries for 70 yards. Yeah, so 150 yards all purpose. Now
31. That's 5 yards a touch. I mean, yeah.
I don't know if he should be getting 31 touches, but who am I? Just a person who prides himself in common sense.
Is going to get that.
Okay. Your team holding on by a little piece of anything anyway.
By a tendon. Holding on by a tendon.
Your quarterback arm didn't fell off. I think that Kittle got a hamstring, if I remember correctly. And now you're going to run him 30. Okay. It's a house of cards.
Yeah. Rams beat the Texans. Stafford, okay. CJ Stroud did not look good at all.
Nope.
Nick Chubb looked decent. The defense, I mean, the Texas defense looked good enough to win the game. I mean, they had 2 shutout quarters. Just the Houston Texans offense, I don't think they scored a touchdown. They kicked 3 field goals, right?
Yep. I mean, shout out to me picking the Texans defense because I knew it would be solid.
Another man you said wasn't going to be good or isn't good.
Who?
Puka Nacua. 10 catches, 130.
No. You have to understand, this is the same situation. When you get over here with this guy, he does. This is like playing on rookie. Puka Nacua. Now, I want to see
catches on 11 targets is crazy.
I agree, but I'm telling you, McVay is a magician. He gonna make you be something that you cannot be. I wonder how much they pay him because Puka stats
are going to be
right. But it's like when you know you committing a scam. I know that this is more me than it is you. If I pay this man all this money and I have to do all the heavy lifting, is it worth it? Now, I mean, the production is there. Puka has been uber successful, but just like Cooper Kupp, I don't think that he's legitimate on any other team. I think that McVay has a very unique set of skills that makes him create these guys time and time again.
Go ahead and write that timestamp down. 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I've said this before. You remember that the year that Tutu Atwell just popped up and was mysteriously good for about 3 weeks. McVay is a genius. There's no other way to put it.
I believe
it. But everybody else, questionable. And don't help that. I mean, it helps that Matt Stafford 21, 29, 245. He was sacked 3 times. Once again, we're gonna do the same. We're gonna do the same mathematics we did on tour on Stafford. 3 times 71. I mean, 3 times 17 is 51. His back been broke.
Well, they couldn't block Will Anderson Jr. in the first half. Jesus. In the second half, they double teamed him.
Let me tell
you, that's how y'all scored.
There's not one human that is. When I saw Will Anderson playing at Bama, I was like, oh no, this ain't fair. He ain't never been fair.
Stupid.
You know how you just come in and just like, oh, I'm him.
Georgia didn't even recruit him. But I mean,
why would you waste your time?
At that time. Well, I mean, that was the same years of the Georgia defense. Yeah, Jalen Carter and all of them. So,
oh my God, could you imagine? I would.
No, I couldn't. I could not. There's no room.
Nightmare. Shit, me. Whoever was the end or the outside linebacker, you're not as good as him.
Trayvon Walker went number 1.
I don't care. He's not better than Will Anderson.
He wasn't that good in recruit. Now he wasn't no 5-star now. And then you had Nolan over there for the Eagles on the other side. So I mean,
and Will Anderson's the first time I saw Will Anderson, I was like, "Oh, this is a different human."
6'5", 6'4", whatever he
The
is.
same way that I said about the University of Georgia defense at that time, I said, hey, this is different. When I saw Will Anderson, I was like, oh, this is. And I think if you go back and do that draft, I don't think that he should have dropped to wherever he dropped to.
He didn't drop. They traded up and got him, remember? They got him the same year they got CJ.
I know, but I feel like it feel like somebody.
No, bro. They got CJ at like 2. They got him at like 5.
You telling me that there are
2 other players better than him?
Yeah. I don't
in
think
the draft?
So.
I'm sure there are. I don't know. This is why you have Chat GPT. What's his name? CJ what?
2023 draft. 2023 NFL draft. Hold on, we gotta see. Because I feel like somebody made a. You better have something good. You better have something damn good. And Will Anderson went 3rd. My bad.
He went 3rd?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Okay. You know who made the mistake?
Carolina
Panthers.
Hello.
It ain't nothing worse.
It was Arizona.
Trading that too.
Who traded down. But I mean, you got Paris Johnson, who's their starting right tackle. But yeah.
But this is the thing. And I don't think that Bryce is terrible, but Will and CJ are better than him. But we ain't gonna belabor that point. Thoughts and prayers to those guys because we still got one left. Packers beat the Lions, which was a little surprising.
Why?
Lions look like they miss all their assistant coaches.
Yeah. Why?
Coaching matters. And when you lose every coach that you have, it is a gift and a curse because that means that you've played well and you built a really good staff, but you miss them.
That Green Bay defense they're the youngest defense in the league. I think they got the second youngest roster, the youngest defense, second youngest roster. Youngest roster is the Eagles. That Packers defense looks energized by Micah. And Micah, whatever back injury he has,
Backy out of me.
He still played well. I mean, he had a sack. I mean,
yeah, I think
Rashawn Gary looked good. He had 1.5 sacks.
They're going to try to do like they did. Like their defense has been good enough where they can kind of keep him for spot duty. You don't have to overload him with a million plays, but in obvious passing downs, you still send him in there and let him loose. My fantasy team, I did go ahead and get Dobbs and Matthew Golden. 16 and 22, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, no sacks.
Yeah, I got
his back. Great job.
He played well.
And I mean, even Jared Goff, 31 and 39 for 225 yards, 1 touchdown, through interception. 4 sacks is the problem. They gotta get their running game going like us.
And it wasn't just edges. It was another Georgia guy from that defense, Devontae Wyatt. Yep. He looks like almost unblockable. Like he reminds me of like. I'm not saying he's this guy. I'm saying he's of that build. He reminds me of like Warren Sapp. Like he's not overly muscular. I
hate when you say that and people do that. Mm-hmm. That drives me crazy. Oh, so you're saying that? No, I'm saying that his prototype, the build is the same.
Warren, and he's quick.
Yeah,
just like Warren Sapp.
That's one of my podcasting bad fucking peeps.
You know what's crazy? Green Bay has a first-round pick that nobody talks about, who's now there with Micah and Rashawn Gary, and they moved him from defensive end to defensive tackle, and he had a half a sack, a tackle for a loss, and 4 total tackles. Luca Van Ness. Y'all remember him from, I think it was Iowa?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Iowa? Yeah, Iowa. First-round pick in 2023. Everybody kind of forgot about him. Hey, they figured out, they put him on the inside of the interior defensive line. They look good, man. They look good. The Lions.
Shout out to Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta 79. Gave me 14 points on fantasy. They very happy. Isaac Tesla, 1 reception, 1 target, 1 touchdown. That kid, he's gonna find a way. He just finds a way consistently.
Jared Goff, 31-39, look real suspect now, boy. Jahmyr Gibbs had 10 catches for 31 yards.
Nickel and dimes and nickels.
Yeah, that defense. Hey, one name that we did not call all game, if I'm not mistaken, I gotta look to see, was Aiden Hutchinson. Did he not play? I'm assuming he played. Yeah, because he had a quarterback hit. He was shut out. And this Penei Sewell versus Micah Parsons is going to be fun to watch.
Good battle. Because
Sewell is mean, and Parsons like to talk.
And they both strong as an ox. 2 Titans fighting it out. But this is what y'all really here for. We're gonna close it out this thing right way. Boy, let me tell y'all, a game for the ages. I don't know when the last time y'all saw a quarterback battle like this, but of course I'm referring to Sunday Night Football. Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills, against Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens. This was a slobber knocker. It was, at one point, I thought, a good old-fashioned ass cutting, and then out of nowhere, Josh Allen went digital.
Yeah. Baltimore actually dominated this game. They were up 20-13 at halftime, 34-19 after the third quarter, and lost because Josh Allen had 251 yards and 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter alone.
Well, my thing with Josh Allen was, and I said it, and I don't know if I said it out loud or I was just thinking it to myself, but they was letting him kind of get whatever he wanted. He was as good as Lamar was playing and looking great, and Derrick Henry was running over everybody. Josh Allen was just kind of getting it done. Hey, this we got to do to win? Oh, okay. I'm just going to run and I'm going to throw the pass. And they were kind of content on not getting to him. As much running as Josh Allen did to only be sacked 1 time is kind of crazy. And when I say running, just creating more time. 33 of 46, but what Reggie is talking about is his fourth quarter performance for the ages. 16-21, 251 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown. Masterclass. And he just didn't give up. Because Derrick Henry was looking like Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl. If you're not old enough, then ask your cousin or your uncle about it.
Yeah, he averaged 9.4 yards a carry, and Lamar was right there with 11.7 yards a carry. I don't know what to say to Baltimore. I do know what to say, but y'all tired of us saying it.
Not my problem.
That defense. And the thing is, a lot of y'all need to go ahead and send a little heart to Keon Coleman, because a lot of folks was talking trash about him. They talked about him in his offseason workout videos. They said he's too slow. They said all of this stuff. 8 catches, 112 yards against this Baltimore defense now, who has
little tricky. I think he played okay, but his big touchdown catch was on a tip ball. And that's cool.
And I think that was a 10-yard touchdown?
Yeah. But
so it wasn't 9 like for 102.
I mean, he played well enough, but I mean, being with Josh Allen gives you a lot of bandwidth. You just keep running and Josh will find you. Because in Baltimore, I don't know how to feel about your defense yet. I honestly was going to do my damnedest to try to draft your defense in fantasy football, because I think y'all one of the best defenses in the NFL. With that being said, Josh Allen made y'all look extra regular. And I don't know if that means that y'all are really not, that defense is not legit, which I think it would be almost impossible because you have so many really good players.
Jesus.
They like this looks made up. Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, Malachar Starks, Awuzie, Nate Wiggins, Marlon Humphrey, Jair Alexander, Kyle Van Noy, Mike Green, Rasheen Ali. Bro, this is crazy.
Owe, I forgot about Owe.
Josh Allen made y'all look like chopped liver. Only thing I can say is, hey, man, this guy just won the MVP. It's got to be him. Maybe it's not you.
And he did that. You can't really name their receivers for Buffalo other than Keon Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And Elijah Moore, but he only had one reception. And most people can't name Keon Coleman.
Yes, again. He came in as a darling of the NFL.
I agree. But, if you ask most people, what did he do last year? They have no clue. You may be familiar with the name, definitely not familiar with the production. But that was a great Sunday night game. Like,
that was a great game. Great way to kick. Really a really good all-around kickoff for the NFL. Man. I ain't gonna say college, but for the NFL. All good games. Not really many blowouts.
No.
Just a couple. One. Just one. Shout out to you.
Be fired.
Miami. Shout out to
you. Boom, boom, boom. Fire all the coaches in Florida. Fire them all. Fire every coach in Florida. Start over.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of episode 198 of the SplashCast. We've talked about HBCU news around the culture. We talked about football, college football, and pro football. Y'all make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe. Nord, if we ain't miss anything, take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for rocking with us once again. It's been another fantastic Monday Night Raw. This was brought to you by Dive T Media. Number one, like, follow, subscribe. Number two, I don't think we missed anything, so I guess it is time to wrap. Number one, more Black baseball right now, man. Just keep our Braves in your thoughts and in prayers. I hope that we sit everybody for the rest of the season. We don't need anybody to get injured. That little dude that they got playing shortstop, he is interesting to watch. Number two, this space is open for your own advertisement, suggestion, or funny joke. We are not doing that anymore. And number three, the historically Black college university you went to, your cousin went to, your auntie, your uncle, the person you used to laugh and kiki and sit in the back of church with, send some money to their historically Black college university, especially after what we saw from Southern Miss. Support our HBCUs more than ever before. I do genuinely mean that. Number two, the historically Black college university in your neighborhood, the one you go to for homecoming, step shows, to be around your people, for the vibes, etc. Send some money over there. And then to the greatest learning institution in all the world. And you know what? We have made a dire mistake. Dire mistake. We forgot to talk about Hampton. They came back and won that game.
You said we were going to spare you from that. I thought you didn't want to talk about this.
No, I am terribly sorry. Before we close out the show, send $18.68. We came back. We were down big to Elizabeth City and won the game. Go Pirates. I think there's not a better,
by the way.
Correct. But if you fall, it is important that you stand back up. We play A&T on September 13th. So outside of that, you guys be safe. You be well. Adios, mi amigos. Until we meet again, God is love, and we out this thing.
Peace.